Chapter 7. Henry and Eleanor. The town buzzed with a lively energy that was a stark contrast to the quiet solitude of the woods. The air was filled with the chatter of voices, the creak of cartwheels, and the distant bleating of livestock. Stalls lined the main street, overflowing with colorful fabrics, fragrant spices, and the aroma of freshly baked bread. It was a sensory explosion, a vibrant tapestry of life that both thrilled and overwhelmed Stephen. Henry, however, seemed less enthralled. He slumped on the cart seat, his shoulders heavy, a deep sigh escaping his lips. He rubbed his eyes with the heels of his hands, the gesture revealing the weariness etched into the lines around them. His gaze drifted over the bustling scene, but his eyes lacked the spark of interest. They held a dull, resigned look, as if he had seen this all before, many times over, and found it all wanting. Just another stop on the endless road, he probably thought, the weight of his years settling heavily on him. Eleanor, on the other hand, was a whirlwind of excitement. Her eyes sparkled like sapphires catching the sunlight, and a radiant smile lit up her face. She clapped her hands together, her laughter ringing out like wind chimes. "Oh, Stephen, it's wonderful!" she exclaimed, her voice breathless. "Look at everything! The colors, the people, the stories they all carry!" She tugged at his sleeve, pulling him towards a stall laden with brightly dyed fabrics. "This one, Stephen, feel this one! It's silk, as smooth as a dream!" She held it up to his cheek, her touch light as a feather, before spinning away to admire a display of hand-carved wooden toys. She picked up a small bird, its wings outstretched in mid-flight. It was a robin, its breast painted a vibrant red, its eyes tiny beads of jet. "Isn't it beautiful?" she asked, turning it over in her hands. "I chose a robin because they always sing at dawn, welcoming the new day. And because they symbolize hope and new beginnings." Her eyes met Stephen's, a silent message passing between them. Stephen watched her, a quiet smile tugging at his lips. He loved seeing her like this, so full of life and wonder. He admired her ability to find joy in the simplest things, her boundless enthusiasm for the world. Their conversations often drifted beyond the mundane. They spoke of their dreams, their hopes for the future. Eleanor yearned to travel, to see the world beyond their small town, to collect stories and songs like precious gems. Stephen, in turn, shared his vision of building a forge that would be more than just a place of work, but a haven for creativity, a place where people could come to create and share their passions. He spoke of building a home, a place where they could raise a family, a place filled with laughter and love. Later, as they sat beneath the shade of a sprawling oak tree, Eleanor held the wooden robin in her hand, turning it over and over. "Do you think we could ever fly, Stephen?" she asked, her voice soft. "Like this little bird? I mean, truly fly, beyond the confines of our lives?" Her gaze was fixed on the horizon, her eyes filled with a longing that mirrored his own. Stephen looked at her, his heart swelling with a feeling he couldn't quite name. He wanted to tell her everything, to express the depth of his feelings, but the words seemed to catch in his throat. Instead, he simply reached out and gently took her hand, his touch warm and reassuring. He found himself thinking he would follow her anywhere. If she wanted to fly to the ends of the earth, he would build her wings, or walk beside her. He looked at the robin in her hand, and then into her eyes, and knew he would go wherever they led. Henry watched them from a distance, his gaze lingering on their intertwined hands. A bittersweet smile touched his lips, a mixture of happiness for them and a pang of something else, something akin to loneliness. "They are good for each other," he thought, his chest tightening slightly. "They bring out the best in each other." He saw the way Eleanor's eyes lit up when she looked at Stephen, the way Stephen's gaze softened when he looked at her. He could see the unspoken words hanging between them, the silent language of affection and understanding. "But what about me?" he wondered, a sudden wave of melancholy washing over him. "What place do I have in their bright future?" He knew he was getting old, his strength waning, his usefulness diminishing. He feared becoming a burden, a relic of the past, holding them back from the life they were meant to lead. But then, he saw the way they both turned to him, their smiles genuine, their eyes filled with warmth and respect. Perhaps, he thought, a flicker of hope igniting within him. Perhaps there is still a place for me. Perhaps I can still be part of their journey. He sighed, the sound tinged with both sadness and acceptance, and closed his eyes, letting the warmth of the sun and the murmur of their voices wash over him.